Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and today I'm going to show you how to make the absolute easiest beer bread that you have ever made, and it's really, really good. I found this recipe a year or two ago on Pinterest when I was looking for a quick beer bread recipe to make for St. Patrick's Day. Personally, I despise beer, can't stand the taste of beer, but I love beer bread. So I'm going to show you how to make this recipe, and it is foolproof and it is easy. I have my oven, actually I have my toaster oven preheated to 350 because I just do this in my toaster oven so I don't have to heat up my whole kitchen with my regular oven. Have a bowl. This is 3 cups of all-purpose non-bleached flour. You can use pretty much any kind of flour. I use organic flour, but this is 3 cups of flour, and just dump that in. This is 1/4 cup of raw organic sugar. Again, you can use any kind of sugar. 1 teaspoon of salt. And just kind of mix this together in here. Make sure it's all blended really well. And then 1 bottle of beer. It does not matter what kind of beer it is. Really, the darker is better. But when we ever have big parties here, we always end up with leftover beer that people bring and leave, and it gets stuck in the back of the refrigerator. So I use it up in beer breads. So pour in 1 bottle of beer. And mix well. And it's going to be pretty sticky. It's a thick bread. It is not a pretty bread. Whenever we have fight nights, we're huge MMA fans in our family, and for all of the pay-per-views, we go, and I usually cook a bunch of appetizers and stuff, and I get together with all the guys, and we hang out and we watch the fights. And this is one of the things that I will make whenever I make things like chili or something like that. I'll make a couple of batches of this to go with it, and it's really good. It's just one of those all-around really good breads, and it's just so simple. When I'm in a hurry, this is something you can make, pop in the oven, and it can be cooking away, and you literally can make it in less than 10 minutes and have it cooking. And I already have a little loaf pan greased and ready to go. So this is pretty well mixed together, and like I said, it's going to be kind of just a sticky ball like this. Okay, here is my loaf pan. I have 1 stick of butter in here melted. This is not a healthy recipe. Just I'll qualify that with, this is not a healthy recipe. This is a quick, delicious recipe. I'm going to pour half into the bottom of the pan. I'm going to take my dough, make sure there's no dry flour on the outside. Everything's into the middle, and just press it into the pan. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be even, it does not have to be pretty. Just get it into the pan, and then you're going to take the other half of your melted butter and just pour it over the top. Needless to say, when this bread finishes cooking, you do not have to butter it. It is completely buttered. So that is what it's going to look like. You're going to toss it in the oven at 350. The original recipe calls for an hour. I found that it does not take that long, but your oven may vary, and also the toaster oven for me cooks a lot faster than my regular oven. So, you know, just put a fork in. You can tell when it's done. It'll be brown on top. You know, use a toothpick or a fork to test for doneness on the inside, slice and serve. And once it's cooked, I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. This is the bread after it came out of the oven. You can see that it is not a pretty, perfect, sliceable bread. It pretty much slices up into chunks. It goes great with soup. That's the way I'm having it tonight. I'm having tomato soup and beer bread for dinner. So it's a little darker than what I normally would do. It got away from me a little bit, but I personally like things crunchy on top, so it's perfect for me, but other people would probably like it just slightly browned. And if you want, you can add butter to it or something like that. Personally, I don't think it needs butter. I just like to take the pieces of it and dip it in my soup, and that to me is just perfect dinner. I am just now getting to sit down to eat, and it is 9:45 at night. So I'm gonna go. This is the most simple bread recipe you will ever make. It is literally 5 minutes of prep time and anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour in the oven, depending on your pan and the kind of oven that you're using. I did mine in the toaster oven tonight, and it took about 45 minutes. And I probably could have taken it out a few minutes before that. So try this recipe. It is absolutely delicious and you can't go wrong. Hope this helps and hope you guys enjoy.